Welcome to the 3296 Weather Podcast. Today is Wednesday, December 21st, 2022. This episode of the 3296 Weather Podcast is brought to you by The Blend on Ballard. The Blend on Ballard offers a multi-shop experience. Whether you need beef jerky, baked goods, or the latest in fashion to wear, stop by The Blend on Ballard, 102C North Ballard in downtown Wiley. You will be glad you did. And a quick shout out to Terry Allen, one of the owners of The Blend on Ballard. I went to high school with her. Gig 'em. Al's, class of 1987. I want to wish her the best of luck in her new venture. I've already been there. It's a great place to stop by and get what you need, and so I would encourage you to do that. Give them a shout out, stop by, say hi. You will be glad you did. Okay, well, let's get right to it. We got the Arctic front that's coming our way. It's still on schedule to arrive tomorrow morning, about 24 hours from the time this podcast is being recorded. It's going to bring with it high winds, cold temperatures, and frigid wind chills. We may be talking about wind chills below zero for at least a short time on Thursday night, Friday morning. We'll kind of go into the details there in just a second. But today is going to be mild. It's going to be rather balmy, if you will, compared to the next couple of days. And so if you're not a big cold weather fan, get outside today and enjoy the weather, because it'll be at least 3 or 4, maybe 5 days before you can get back outside and feel somewhat comfortable. And so this Arctic air, it's on its way. There's nothing stopping it. It's currently over South Dakota, moving this way. I would imagine the front would make it through North Texas anywhere from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., somewhere around that time frame. And if you live south of DFW, it would probably be closer to noon. But once that front comes through, we're going to have temperatures probably in the low 50s, upper 40s maybe, depending on when the front comes through your location. And then temperature is going to quickly drop into the 20s in the early afternoon. And by the time the sun goes down, temperatures will be in the teens. And this wind is going to be probably the bigger story with this front than the actual cold temperatures, although obviously they go hand in hand. But the wind chills are going to be, on the dangerous side, if you will, especially if you're outside and you have exposed skin. So these winds will be gusting with the front 20, 30 miles an hour, or I should say sustained winds 20, 30 miles an hour with gusts of 35 to 45. So that makes the wind chill, depending on what the temperature is, anywhere from the teens to below zero as we go through the evening and overnight hours and into Friday morning. I think if you live north of Highway 380, you're probably going to see wind chills below zero for sure. If you live south of 380 into the Metroplex, you're probably going to see wind chills closer to 0, 5 above. But like I said, it depends on how strong the winds actually are. I think almost everybody in North Texas, certainly north of I-20, will see at least a short period of time with the wind chills being below zero. Again, especially Thursday night, overnight into Friday morning, probably till about 10 a.m. And, with that, we have the rare wind chill watch in effect. I posted about that last night. Don't see that too often in North Texas. They'll issue a wind chill watch if they think the wind chills are going to be around 15 degrees below zero. I would imagine they will upgrade that to a wind chill advisory sometime this afternoon. Again, wind chills -5 to -15. That's the criteria for wind chill advisory. Wind chill warnings are very rare around here. I don't know if they'll issue that. That's typically wind chills below 20 below zero. I don't think we're going to see that, but hey, you never know. And then when the winds die down, Friday night, Saturday morning, we may have a hard freeze warning. Depends on how low we actually get, but if we get below 10 degrees, you see a hard freeze warning. That's where you want to protect outdoor pipes. And that's what I was going to say now. So now is the time to protect your outdoor faucets, anything. Turn off your sprinkler system. Go ahead and do that. Like I said, you have about 24 hours to do that, and especially if it's north facing. And if you have sinks, showers that are on the north wall, make sure you go ahead and prepare to do that when it gets cold tomorrow. Just drip them. That's all you got to do. You just don't want any pipes that are frozen, because anybody that went through that in the 2021 event, you don't want to go through that again. Now, we're not talking about a very long duration event, certainly not near as long as that, but it only takes 3 or 4 days of this cold temperatures to damage pipes. And so whether it's a week-long event or just a couple of days, you just don't want to be in that situation. So do that now. And the other thing I would say is, if you have outdoor pets, please take them in. They cannot survive this type of cold for very long. And so take them in starting tomorrow and just give them a warm place to be. I know I have a lot of friends that have pets that love to be outside, and I'm sure they do, but they probably won't want to be outside during this. So just take them in, take care of them, and they will be your friend forever, I am sure. Okay, so bottom line is this. Tomorrow morning we're going to start to see this Arctic front come through. Temperatures going to drop into the 20s and teens. Christmas Day actually is going to be very nice, very cold. Won't have any wind, but that's when we may have temperatures 10 degrees or lower, especially the further north you are. Expect that. And then, believe it or not, come Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we may see temperatures in the 60s, and I dare say 70. That is Texas weather for you. We could be as low as 5 degrees, and then 4 or 5 days later, we might be 70. So that is just the way it rolls here in North Texas. So if you don't like the cold weather, you're not going to have to hang around. You're not going to have to endure that for very long. It's going to come back and be very mild for you non-cold weather fans. Okay, well, that's it for this episode of the 3296 Weather Podcast. You can follow me, your host, Jeff Bickerstaff, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch for all the latest weather information for North Texas. During severe weather events, tune to my live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for listening, and remember, I'm watching the weather so you don't have to. Hope everyone has a great day. Finish those cold weather preparedness things, and we will talk to you soon.